What's up everyone, Hexen here, and today we are looking at the Pauper time ramp deck. So, the list. This deck built around the most important advantage we have in the time, and especially in the Pauper format, where you use only commons in your deck, no commons allowed, as well as other rarity. So commons only. The main aspect is to switch turns, I mean skip turns. So you go ahead on the turn side like a time travel in the Magic the Gathering, so they have access for two same mechanics. One is the as well as ramp, which allows you to go forward on your sources, as well as the eventually having additional turns. We've seen same exact card in the Hearthstone. So yeah, in the Eternal we have access only to the resource bumps, so everything that gives plus maximum power will be treated as the resource bump. In our cases we focus on the unit side with this effect, as well as we have one relic that allows to do this with the upside, and we'll discuss it later. So, units. As you see, our plan is to go forward on the resources we accumulate and land threats before our opponent can stabilize. So, like for example, if we go ramp on 1 when we are super lucky and get the Initiate of Sands, as well as it hasn't been removed the exact same turn, and we get our Avirax Familiar or Wilderness Refuge, play it on turn 2 because we have additional maximum power. So turn 2 we have 3 power, so we can fully use this power to get even more advantage. This means that turn 3 we can play our Corrupted Behemoth or Infused Guardian, meaning that we are skipping 2 turns. We are 2 turns ahead on the threat, and it's a big chance if we land one of those and preserve our power generating units and relic. The game will go the long way. I mean, if you have threats, the more important to deal with the threats and completely skip the power generating units like Initiate of Sands. You're completely ignoring him because of the more important threats we have on the battlefield. So we still preserve our accumulated power, and we'll just continue to flood the board with the powerful units. I mean, in the common segment they are powerful, but no, Corrupted Behemoth can be quite a card even in the rares and legendaries, even if you play it on the turn 3, especially when you play it on the turn 3. So 4/6 with Overwhelm is quite decent, as well as it can be 5/5 and gaining health to us. It's important. Actually, it's very important in the aggressive meta that you can gain lives and gain it continuously. In the worst case scenario, it's a 9/1 Overwhelm for the how many you need 5 activations to do that. It's a 15 power spent, but most important, you get like 30 health out of those activations, and 15 power is not the problem for this deck. So what's the big trick to this kind of ramp decks. First of all, as you see, it's quite important to have our power units. They call dorks in the Magic the Gathering. Stick to the battlefield. But from my experience, if you're playing versus the good player that is quite familiar with the game, he most of the time will ignore this 1 power units, because like this one 2 power unit, it's not that of the big deal, it's not a threat. But if you're playing versus the low skill player or newcomer, this can go 2 ways. It can be ignored, but also it can be killed, and that's important for our tempo style. If we want to be ahead, we need to stick those threats as soon as possible. So another trick to this kind of decks is the balance between the threats and the ramp itself. Right here, as you see, we have 8, like 4, 8, 12 plus 8, 20 ramp cards. We have lack of first drop ramp, but even it's in a non-common environment, it's a tricky thing to have a ramp on 1, because it's either two-sided, I mean even disadvantage to us if you play ramp on 1. It's like bugs, I think, cockroaches. They provide 2 maximum power to both players, and more important, the opponent has chance to use that +2 maximum power first, so you're providing even more advantage to the opponent. So on turn 1 he can have 3 power or 4 power turn 2. It depends who play first. So yeah, this is our turn 1 power 1/1 +1 maximum power for 1. It's quite okay. In slot 2, that's the new addition. It's a 2/2. Before I was playing the Trailmaker that provide additional influence on summon. So yeah, we have replacement now in the common slot, as well as Devotee of the Sands. This one has a self-protection, some kind of self-protection, because you can shift it for the same exact cost. It secures your maximum power, but 1, 3, 4, 2 is a quite good blocker, especially when you're playing versus the aggro decks, and you can block Oni Ronins and other stuff with the 1 health. That's quite aggressive, but not so well when you have this Stone Vault on the turn 2. Also, you can lose to Torch and other spell for 2 power that deals 3 damage, fast spell, score, Seer. In slot 3 we have Averax Familiar and Wilderness Refuge. So Familiar, good for 2 reasons. First of all, it's a flying, and the flying is a problem for this deck. Reason because we don't actually have flying units, so it can block in some or other way. Other reason why it's good to have its flying, because we have Horn of Plenty. So if we can't stick our threat to the board, we also have Plan B as the Horn of Plenty, and buffing our small ramp units into something that can deal some damage, even if you stack, especially when you stack multiple of those. So yeah, The other good benefit to the familiar is the warp mechanic. Warp is great, so you're like getting additional card from the top that you can play. That's really good in the later game, I mean turn 5, turn 6, because having those on top you can play it basically for free, because you're accumulating too much power at that point. And yeah, having additional flying threat / ramp is okay. As for Wilderness Refuge, this has a big upside. I mean even two upsides. First of all, it's a ramp in the form of relic, so it's most likely will be secured on the turn 3 if you play. It's a low chance it will be removed, so you can have that one maximum power as long as you wish, or longer than the unit could provide. The other benefit is it has spellcraft, and it's a good spellcraft, because for 6 power, and later in the games you would like to have its 6 power played with the spellcraft. I mean, you can play Lost in the Mist. It's a 4 power bounce creature, bounce unit, and increased cost by 2. So it's a tempo breaker, and you can deal with the big threats that you're not good dealing with. I mean, if you're not have the big threat, like few times activated Corrupted Behemoth or Infused Guardian that has been sitting for a few turns and empowered to like 7/7 or 6/6, something like that stats. So yeah, it's good. The secret benefit of this, actually it's not benefit, it's more like the interaction. We have Pause for Reflection. It's our also tempo card. It allows you not only the bounce opponent's relic as well as units with a cost 3 or less. As you see, it can bounce our relic too. So you can have the additional Lost in Time, Lost in the Mist spellcrafted. So it's double bounce, as well as it provides 3 life gain. So also it helps versus the aggressive decks in terms of bouncing threat and gaining life. Okay, that's all for the ramp package, and now we will look at the threats. Corrupted Behemoth, as we looked before, it's a great unit, it's a great common, I think one of the most powerful commons of all of them. Then we have Infused Guardian. It's a really good one. Reason for that, it's okay stat for 4/5, but it has endurance as well as empower. And the reason why it's good in our deck, we are ramping mostly in the form of units and the relic, meaning that if he played on the turn 3, we have pretty much huge amount of power left over in our deck, so we can safely buff him, consistently buff him for next 3-4 turns. Next one is the Gordov's favorite or favorite. Good unit, good addition. I don't remember in which set we get this common. This is another tempo play and pesky unit removal. I mean our enemy, not only the flying units as well as the deadly units. It's a problem when you have like big bodies with endurance and no additional skills. Only one that can go through the 1/1s is Corrupted Behemoth. So it's good to silence those and force traits in our favor. And this will deal with the flying units that can mess up with our things. So yeah, 6/5 for 6, and summon, you can silence another unit. Next one is the Power Breach Sentinel, and stats okay, because as you see we have 6-5 in 6 and 5-6 for 6. This one is really good synergy with the Infused Guardian. Not only you're buffing the Infused Guardian before attack with the power play from hand, as well as you're buffing your Infused Guardian when you attack with the Power Breach Sentinel. So yeah, great synergy. Wilderness Refuge we were looking in the ramp package, and Horn of Plenty. Yeah, we were looking when we were in scope of our small units. So buffs, permanent buff in form of relic. Calibrate is the 1 power filler that helps us to find the power cards or search for relics in the later game. I mean, we have 8 relics and 27 power, so it's a good chance to find one of those. But I missed few plays on Calibrate, and that was awkward because I had like plenty to find. Pause for Reflection as well as Wilderness Refuge were discussed in the tempo removal / disable, and 26 power with 4 Ember Stone and 23 regular sigils. So yeah, this is the list. Okay, let's see what opponent will have. Like queue time is okay this time. Last time I've created the video, it was like a minute or so, if I remember correctly. Like estimated were 30 plus seconds, and the actual time were a minute. So this one estimated 16, and we are getting our games like at 20 seconds. Okay, so I have too many time sigils. Like, it's fine for this deck, but I don't have actually ramp. So this is redraw. Okay. This looks fine. This we will keep. Sure. And this is actually a good turn if we manage to keep our initiate. Yep, it seems like it does. Okay. So I have 5, I can play Horn of Plenty next turn, or not, or just need to play Horn of Plenty. Yep. So next turn we'll see the Breach Sentinel, if everything goes fine. And we are versus... okay. Petition. Okay. Got it. Let's go attacks. Always attack first, then play cards. Yeah, he just played Shadow just to have access to removal. Now he's quite on the...
We shall find the way.
Oh, it's 5 color strangers or something. Okay. This one needs to be played first. He can kill this one or stun this one, if I understand correct. So he could have some access. This one we will play shifted. Reason for that, cause I can have unblockable unit in 3 turns, and This one gives a little, unless he remove the Avirox, so it's total 8 damage. Unless he gain life, of course. But we have two big threats that he needs to deal with. Like, he can jump block this, but anyway, yeah. He needs at least one removal and jump block. He has 6 cards, so it could be there. From other side he's playing, it seems like a 4 color something with a color stabilization. Yeah, we will attack. I should have attacked with this initiate, but yeah. Lifesteal, of course, double block. Seems like... no. Okay. So he got some. This one will shift as well. So Dusky has full board removal, and those cards are nasty, those decks on the stack of 150. Sure. Still less than ideal for you, buddy. Yep. Okay. Sure. GG's. So, first game, first win against strange decks. But maybe it's not strange, I haven't played Eternal all that much. I mean, to compare, cause those decks with a 150 cards in them appear occasionally. Okay, let's see our next opponent. What he has to offer us. So far so good. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Okay. Many 5 costs. This one can be pledged. I'm fine with that. But I don't see the ramp, and that could be a problem. Like, we have 1 Initiate of Sands, 2 Horn of Plenty, so this doesn't really matter. Double buff for 1 cost. Yeah, this one we will keep. And I need more power cards, so we will play Calibrate. Yeah, I need power, I don't need all of those. I need to use to play on the keyboard, cause the space for action confirm is actually great, and A as attack all also great. I usually play on the mobile client of the Eternal and not used to this interaction. Okay, I do want attack. We are playing against Feln. So Feln, you say, huh? If he lives, we can play Guardian and Sigil, but I think he's prepared for that. Oh, this is some kind of hull deck. Sure. We'll go from here. I don't want to search because I don't want to mess my top. Sure. I have a surprise for you, buddy. How about that? Sure. Go ahead. I need this. What do you have to offer me? So right now I'm...
Send a message.
Sure. Sure. That's our envy. The deadly units. Fine with that. Yeah. Of course. Sure. That's actually expected. Yep.
I'll do my best.
Yep. Like... Okay. Okay. Let's see. And he haven't played anything. So he's doing bad or doing...
And you'll miss it.
We don't want to play more time sigils, by the way. Okay. Six, so it's 7. Okay. 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 Here you go. No problems. 2 turns. And looks like he played most of those sigils. Okay, he has 1. Can attack. Would that be enough? Let's see. Okay, he can play now. Yep. Unfortunately for me, unfortunately for you, I have a good play. GG's. Yeah. That's our win as well. Yep. Let's go to the next game. So as you saw, it's not like really low chance to make this, because we have 4 copies of the, like in the deck we've left with 3 copies of the relic and 4 copies of the spell, so it's total count 7 out of I think 59 cards, 57 cards. I actually would need to see what was the chances for those, but yeah, we got them. Okay, this looks fine actually. I have a threat, I have ramp 2, ramp 3. Do I want to... Let's keep this and think, do I want to pledge? I think we do, because we have a 5 cost threat, and I would like always start with a 3 power for this deck to have a consistency. Or start with 2 and hope to draw thirds. I mean, start with 2 and have a way to tutor or get the relics. We have like I always forgetting those spells. One calls that search relic or power card. So yeah, we will keep this, I think. Yeah, we will pledge this. This is like a good, I mean great one cost unit, and having it buffed for not that pricey cost, having a 5/5, especially with a new uncommon that provides double damage for 5 power units. Yeah, looks like grenadines. Yeah, that's no block. Chum blockers could be a problem here. So I will play in curve. Next turn we can play both of those. He probably has some burn damage removal, so I don't expect this to stick. I can actually block. That's too much damage. Yeah. We are fine here. I think yeah, we can play this. I have more life gain. Sure. Okay. Do you have anything to say to this? Probably. Double spell, double burn. Like 6 toughness, it's hard to deal with the fire decks, but if it's mono fire you have a spell for 1 power that spends other leftover power to deal damage, so it's like... Okay, what can he have? Like 3 torches, 3 damage, it's a 5, so he needs additional. I will block. Probably he hoped for the go wide strategy. If he spends double spells, I'm fine, it's 3 for 1. And I have a... Yeah, okay. It's still 3 for 1. Sure. Yeah. Let's go. It's awkward not drawing power, but as of now we are fine. What's going on? Why the decks are so high on the cards amount? What's the reason? I'm totally off the meta. I probably should see what's turnover cry saying for the decks over 75 cards. Are they popular or what? Okay, so we have Saint Tribute, draw weapon of your choice. Okay, let's attack. Are you that greedy? Like, come on, that's like obvious. Let's go. Sure. Sure. Let's do this. He will chum block, I think. It's like 4/5. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, jungle. Let's do this. This. Like, we are okay. Our threats. Sure. Sure. Ah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah. I can go with this one as well. Sure. Yep. Okay. You probably should sacrifice this. Yep. That was unnecessary. Like, totally unnecessary. You can trade now with this, or I can just bounce this. No, I don't want to bounce this. What I do want to bounce, though. Can bounce this, I think. Like we can then attack with the multiple. Yeah, sure. This. This. Yep. Yep. Okay. So right now we are playing from the top of the decks, who get the better tops. I'm not sure how it's applicable to them in this size of the deck. Yeah, that's interesting. Will you block? Oh, he's not. Okay. Here we go. So necessary life gain, and that's probably a game due to overwhelm. Sure. That's still double bomb. Yeah, GG's. Oh, run cup. Yay. I don't care. Okay. So, what's the record right now? It's 3-0, I think. Yeah, it's 3-0. Oh wow. Like last game where the long one. I think the attack with the 1-1 that with the sacrifice of Grenadine gets +4/+4, that was an error, because he wasn't supposed to do that, as I think. Okay, pretty nice there. Start, we have 2 bounces, we can tutor for the additional sigil, but the action starts from turn 3. I would like to start at least at turn 2. Turn 1 would be great. Yeah, this is keeper. And unfortunately we can't pledge this, even if I want to. Yeah, I can't do this. So this can be tricky, cause yeah, that's starting to be tricky. Okay.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Okay. So horror, yeah. It seems like a horror, but it could
I
be.
can
Oh
break
yeah.
in anywhere.
Sure. I'm fine with that. Let's attack. No blocks. Okay. As expected. Now he can attack for 2, so that was a foolish play of me.
Look inward.
Yeah, that's a horror battle skills. No, it's like 3. All 3. Okay. Let's fight this, let's fight that. Let's unturn, because this has double damage and flying, and we need to deal with this as fast as we can. Okay. Do we need to silence this, or we want to silence this? I think we should silence this, but I'm not sure.
Bravo!
Let's attack. If you want, you can trade 2 of those for my 1. No, you don't, okay.
We seek that which was lost.
Sure. Like that's 5. I can play this and this and leave this. Or I can... Do I need to silence someone? Should he trade? No idea. Can he kill something? Okay. Sure. Can't bounce anything. Okay. Let's go with this. Come on, come on, come on. So I probably can play this. At least I can trade for 1 of the units with this one attacking. Or I can bounce, even bounce something. This one, I think.
They'll never hear me coming.
Yep, sure. Okay, okay. No, I guess that's okay, actually. Do I want to bounce it? Cause he can block, probably should. Yep. Let's go with this flow. Sure. Okay. Depleted, okay.
They'll
Yeah.
never hear me coming.
Charge. I guess. Okay. Not charge. I guess it's fine. Yeah, you should block. Yeah. That's also need to be blocked. Okay.
I'll do my best.
Does he has something? Let's see. Yeah, he can return. Yeah, and it will be this guy. This is 3 damage, I think. So 2 turns clock from my side. Unless I draw something else, like bounce. That's not a bounce. I can't attack with that. So yeah. And I shouldn't attack with that. Yeah. Okay. A bit less.
They'll never hear me coming.
Like 2 dark returns in a row.
We
That's a
fight to
problem.
survive.
Okay, that's also a problem. Let's go. Like this will be 2 buffs. Go for a win. 2 buffs go for a win. If he attacks, that will be probably an error. Cause I can, yeah, I can buff 2 times. That's 4, 3. Should I? Probably I do. Like 4. It's 8. So this way I force him to block with this. Yeah. And that would be yeah. Okay. Do you have a blocker? Cause you're dead.
Infiltration complete.
Oh no. Yeah, he can play. Oh, draw. Top 5 cards. Yeah, that could be a problem. Unless he drew something bad. I mean, 1, 2, 3. 3 or 4 threats out of how many? 1, 2. Okay. What you got, buddy? What do you got? Anything worth? No? What he's drawing? 1. Okay. Okay, so that's 5, that's 13 on the board. Unless he plays a blocker. I can buff 2 times. That's 10, I can buff 2 times. Unless, let's play another. Shall we? It's 13. Yeah, does he has removal? Oh no. It's looking bad. Okay. Miscalculated. Yeah, he got the 3 So needed damage. Okay, 610. He's blocking a lot. So yeah, this unit won him a game. Seems like. Cost 3s. I need to bounce this. Can I? Oh yeah, actually I have a pretty high... Oh, now I played both. I played... Oh, no, one. I have a chance. Yep, that's not the way it works. So... I mean, he attacks for 10 and heals for 16, for 6. Do I need to trade this? Probably no, my answer. I need to go for the big attack, I think. I don't want to buff this. He will heal for 10. Yeah. So it's an awkward situation. He can block this. Okay. It's 17, like it's 11. It's 14, he's at 16. I need to silence or bounce this. It's 22. It's still 17. Yeah. Like that's awkward. If I should go, I should probably go. Yeah, like I'm dead. No? Yeah. GG's. Like that was actually a great play. Those 3 HP saved the day.
Bleed them dry.
Like he drew exactly what he needed. Like those 3 HP. Oh my god. Like really interesting game. Okay, let's see our next opponent. We are currently 3-1, so let's see the game number 5, what we can show here. Thanks for watching, guys. That's the result, 3-2 in the bronze division, and as you see it's a deck consisting only from commons, so it can do something in the ladder, in the ranked, and the overall cost it's like 3200s, I think. Need to double check that. So here you go. Thanks for watching.